Greetings, YouTube. My friend Mike from Weapon Collector has tagged me in an old school tag video style. We used to do this all the time. We would tag people, and then we would say, okay, you three people have to respond to my whatever I'm doing in the video. In this case, Mike has posed 3 questions, and then you pass it on. So the idea was to create a daisy chain of tags. Well, the problem is that of the people I know on YouTube, most of them are passive consumers of content. They are not producers of content. In fact, the only person I know, only friend I've got that actually produces regular content is Mike himself. So tagging Mike in his own video would be kind of pointless. So I actually don't have anyone to tag. However, I will answer his questions. And his first question is, tell us a fun fact about yourself. And for me, the most fun fact is that I do things like this. This is a Tetsubo that I made for myself, which has actually got an inordinate number of acorn nuts on it, which were rather expensive. That's the kind of thing I do. Here's another smaller, wacky thing that I produced with a couple of gears and an old tool handle. And Mike used to make knuckle dusters. You can't make them any longer because they're not legal in the UK. But guess where they are legal? They're legal right here. So this is the knuckle duster I made, inspired by him. And it's slightly unusual in configuration. Rather than having the traditional 4 bumps, I concentrated here, put skull crushers on either side of this as well. And this is made out of 1/2-inch aluminum plate. I think that's 1/2 inch. Maybe 5/8. I don't know. I haven't measured it. But yeah, this was a challenge for me because I had to do a couple of things I had not done at that time. And I did not do them as accurately as I could have. I have since learned better skills, and I'm thinking of making a new iteration of a knuckle duster. But this one holds a special place in my heart, and I keep it here on my desk because it makes me smile every time I take a look at it. And the second question was, what is the latest knife you have? So the latest knife I have, and like Mike, I have knives coming in to me constantly, things I buy, things I've given. So I'm a knife guy. When you're a knife guy, people tend to just give you knives. So this is the latest knife I have in my collection. It is a M-Tech, kind of a stiletto style, and it was a birthday gift, so I didn't purchase this. I don't know if just says M-Tech USA, which is probably designed in the US. I can guarantee you it wasn't made here. Does it have a code designation? Yeah, it says US design. So yeah, no, it doesn't have a code designation. And I think it's like 7CR13 or something. It is not high quality steel. And it's only got one edge. This is a false edge, and this is the sharp edge. And we came out with a relatively decent edge. I think you'd want to probably hone it up a little if you were going to carry it. And I'm not going to carry it because this thing is in fact on the big side. It is a long knife. That's taking up more pocket real estate than I really want to take up, and it's bigger than I really need. Though you do have a skull crusher when it's closed or when it's open, right there. And I haven't tried the belt clip, the pocket clip rather, so I actually can't tell you how good it is. The problem with this type of style is that they have the fasteners are sitting proud of the inside. So even though this is a deep pocket clip, you may not be able to utilize it because the top of your pocket, say in a pair of jeans or work pants, may not get past those fasteners. So it's a bad design. You really need to use fasteners that are flush so that nothing interferes with your pocket clip. But that's just my opinion. I haven't done a review on this one yet, so this is a sneak preview, I guess. So that's the latest knife I've got in my collection. And then Mike said for the last question, it was, what is the latest film that you have seen? And this is not a good film that I'm about to tell you about. I watch bad movies because I enjoy them. And one of the best sources I found for bad movies quite recently is Tubi, Tubi. It is a platform that you can stream it through your phone or on your television. It does have ads, but it has a catalog with some really bad movies, particularly in the science fiction fantasy category. And the movie I watched last night with my wife, who suffers through my bad movies, is Scorpius Gigantus. Yep, Scorpius Gigantus. It's a monster movie, and it's poorly acted, poorly written, poorly directed, and the special effects are poorly done. There isn't much to justify watching it unless you are, like me, a fan of bad movies. So there you go, Mike. Those are your 3 questions answered. I hope that have met your criteria, and I will post this up and make it go live today because I don't think you should wait until I could put it into my particular queue. I always have a queue of videos that are 2 weeks out just in case I have a technical problems. I can solve them before I need the next video. So here you go, Mike. I hope you enjoy my answers.